All right, we are back with the Create Club career mode. So, the beginning of season 4. So, season 3 we finished in 7th in the Premier League, which for our first season in the Prem, that was a great season, I think. And season 4 is going to be about trying to push towards the Champions League. I'm not sure if the goal is exactly to qualify for the Champions League itself, but the goal has to be pushing towards that direction. So, gunning for top 4. And of course, with every new season, we got new kits, we have a new budget, and we also have a new stadium for season 4. And talking about budget, that stadium probably impacted our budget, I think. So we will reveal that in a little bit. So as usual, start of a new season. Let's try and get this video to 1,000 likes. That will let me know you guys want to keep seeing this series. So drop a like, hit the sub button down below, and we got some things to reveal very soon. All right, first comment, I got 2 suggestions, both for that CDM spot. First one is Lewis Cook, and the second one is Jefferson Lerma. Yeah, Lewis Cook would not be a bad signing for like a box-to-box spot, but Lerma as a CDM, that might be a very, very good option, I think, because Fernando, I think he's retiring this season at 36, so we're gonna probably need a new CDM, and I would like someone to take his starting spot this season. And Jefferson Lerma, that would be a pretty good option, I think. And then second one, Stevanovic hasn't had any playing time. If you give him a chance, I think he'll do really well, because even in the limited minutes he's gotten, he's looked good. Plus he's a youth academy player. Yeah, we have a very large squad here. So our goal, and also this transfer window, is to try and like trim it down. But Stevanovic for sure is a part of this team going forward. Not loaned out, not sold. Hopefully given some game time this season. Hey, he can even push Mina for that left wing starting spot. That's something that can happen. And the last one, you should sell Sam Byram in the summer because he hasn't done well. You can get someone like Juan Miranda or Ryan Outnori because they're good left backs to use in FIFA. Yeah, him at left back is something I'm very unsure about. It's just his pace. I think he only has like 72, 71 sprint acceleration speed. Like that's not insanely quick. And in the Prem where you're facing very quick wingers every single game, I feel like he does get beaten a lot. But the money situation, because of our new stadium, the money situation might make it hard to improve the team as much as we would like. So our budget for season 3 was 54 million, and season 4, because of our higher wage bill, because of the new stadium, season 4 our budget is 22.5 million. So yeah, we started with 33. We had to renew contracts, give player higher wages, like Connor Small, for example. We also bought a few scouts, so that has lowered the budget a little bit, but it's less than half of last season's starting budget. So it's gonna make it hard to improve certain positions, but you got to keep in mind the new stadium plus the higher wage bill kind of makes sense. It's just gonna make things a little bit tougher. So like I said, we're gonna try to trim down the squad. So there are a lot of players on the transfer list. We kind of got to be ruthless here because this squad is way too big. So players transfer listed: Tom Carroll, Matty Willick, Powell, Marinovic, Rosales, not sure about him, but I think, and then Guest, Hilton, Fletcher, Mokanu, Neal, Robert, and then this Hutton guy, which I don't even know who this is. I don't remember ever signing him. I think he was a youth academy player I accidentally promoted, I think, but he doesn't look that good. So there are a lot of players on this this transfer list. Why? They're either just there's young players behind them, they're going to catch them, so we're going to sell these guys, or they want too higher wages where it just makes sense to sell them, or they're simply not good enough. So Berkey is our #1 keeper for season 4. Our goalkeeper from India, Mandal, is going to be the #2, and he's going to have all cup games. Oh yeah, I haven't even said anything about our European qualification or potential. Okay, we got to reveal that too. So season 3 finished 7th, and we thought because of the teams above us, because Arsenal finished 6th and won the Carabao Cup, and because I think Liverpool won the FA Cup, I think, and they were in the top 4. Us finishing 7th, we were pretty sure we got European football. We just didn't know if it was Europa League or Conference League. But now we know. I can confirm that Kensington, we have European football for season 4, and we are going to be in the UEFA Conference League. So not Europa League. We are in the Conference League. So I'm a little bit disappointed. I kind of thought we could have maybe got Europa League, but I think it makes much more sense for us to be in the Conference League. Hey, it's a step in the right direction. We got European football. So Berkey has the Premier League, and Mandal is going to get the Conference League, FA Cup, and Carabao Cup, because I think he's the future keeper of this team and I want to play him a lot. And because of that, Marinovic is going to be transfer listed and Kerr could be the 3rd choice. So Diego Rosales is transfer listed because we have this guy McGregor, who's 18 and almost as good as Rosales, a youth academy player who is probably more suited to be a backup than Rosales. In terms of center back, Fosu-Mensah, Kochap, starters, they were really good. Lamb could be a 3rd or 4th choice, and we're going to sell Fletcher, and we're going to make Odazawi into a center back because he's 6'3", he's got some pace, decent passing, or dribbling. So he's going to be the 4th/3rd choice center back. And then right back, Nico Williams. Powell, I think, is going to be sold. And then our other player from India, Alec Mohammed, is going to be the backup as of now, unless we sign a new backup. Well, we'll see. So Hilton being sold, Fernando staying. He's actually retiring, so he'll be either the starter or the backup CDM. We need to sign a new CDM though, because Hilton, he'll probably be sold. Aziz, Longstaff are staying. Cole Palmer obviously staying. Now, Yang, our Korean winger, he's been on loan for I think 2 seasons or out on loan, and he's 72 now. So I think he deserves a chance this season to prove himself. So Yang and Stepanovic are going to be the 2 wingers off the bench. I'm going to make Yang a right winger because he's left-footed too. Of course, Mina, guest, transfer listed. Connor Thorpe and Obasanjo, they like did not grow at all in season 3, despite being on the bench for the whole season, getting game time. So we are going to try and loan them out because I think at 67, they're just not really good enough. I'm not going to sell them. I'm going to see if we can loan them out and maybe get their growth back going, because Yang and Stepanovic honestly are better than both of them. And I think Yang deserves a chance because he actually looks pretty good. Connor Small is very close to be a center forward. He's very close. He's only like 10 weeks away from being a center forward now. So that is improving. I would like him to be a striker though, not a center forward. But center forward might be the best we can do with him. So we'll see about that. And then obviously Reece Nelson staying, Hutton be sold. And then Bahari, I think we're going to give him a real chance this season, I think. So this is how the team currently looks. Anyone past Mandal here on the reserves is either going to be loaned out or sold. So these 3 lines of players all sold or loaned out. So this is really what our squad looks like, these first 2 lines of the reserves. So we need a CDM. We're going to sell Hilton. And then we're going to potentially look at new left backs. But with 22.4 million or whatever we have, it's going to make it difficult to buy new players of that quality to actually improve upon those positions. That's the only thing I worry about. But we're going to see what we can do. Also, yeah, we're going to reveal the new kits, the full new kits. You might have seen them a little bit, but the full new kits in the full stadium in the first game, we'll reveal that a little bit later. All right, Swansea want Powell. Like I said, I think Alec Mohammed is not much worse than Powell. So it makes sense just to sell him. He wants a lot of money, which I'm not really willing to pay. So we're going to sell him, and our youth academy player will be the backup to Nico Williams for now. So Powell has been sold, and hopefully Obasanjo will go out on loan as well. So Odezawi into a center back stays the same. Man, I kind of wished, I kind of thought his growth might go up a little bit as a center back, but if Lamb is 3rd choice and he's 4th choice, I honestly don't think that's bad. He's got decent pace, dribbling, defending, physical. It's what you want. A center back, maybe we can unlock some growth there. And then Yang indeed to a right winger. He actually looks decent. If we can get that finishing up, he actually does look pretty good. Decent pace, very good dribbling. He just needs that shooting and finishing to go up, and he would actually be pretty good. Okay, so we did buy a 5-star scout, and he's gonna go to England for 9 months. I think we're gonna kind of cool it on the youth academy because we have just way too many players, and we're only gonna sign players that are like absolutely insane. That's the plan. All right, but we do have scouting reports on a lot of players. So once again, the money is gonna make it very, very difficult here. But first, we should probably look at CDM. So Ryan Ledson, I don't think he's actually a CDM. I think he's more of a box-to-box. He's only 5'9". Rosario for 24 to 33. That's just tough. We can't even afford that. He'd be perfect, but that's literally out of our price range. It shows we might be in a little bit of a struggle bus this season. Ampadu is a little bit better, 10 to 14. He's not terrible. Jefferson Lerma will be 9 to 13.2, and he's the same rating as Fernando, obviously younger though. That's a good thing. He actually looks very well rounded. That seems like the smart budget option, I think. Edson Alvarez would be great, but it's way too expensive. We're gonna just take him off. And there's also Lavia, who you guys have suggested for a while now. He's 20 years old, 73. He's not too expensive, actually. Obviously, he's worse than Fernando. I think a signing like him would mean that Fernando would be the starter this season. He would be the backup, and then next season, hopefully, take over that starting spot rather than now. We also have Bazoer from Mainz. He was formerly at Vitesse, I think. Now, he's an 80 rated center back, but of course, he can also play CDM because he's got very well-rounded stats. 6 foot. He actually looks really good, and the price is not too insane. 16.5, that's not too insane. And there's also Maitland Niles, but he might be just a little bit too expensive. So I'm thinking either Bazoer or... Is that how you say that name? Probably not. What? For some reason, that sounds wrong to me. Bazoer, Lavia, or Lerma, I think are the realistic options here. So it's like either sign Lavia, him be the backup, Fernando starter, or sign Lerma or Bazoer, and then Fernando be the backup, and then next season we could always go after Lavia. I think that kind of makes more sense. So let's go in for Lerma and Bazoer and see what they want. Let's see if we can get any sneaky deals here. 6.3 for Lerma. They want 7.6. Honestly, that's not bad though. Like, that's really not bad. 7.2 for Jefferson Lerma. 7.3. I will accept that for now. So 7.3 is honestly really not bad. Although Bazoer, I think he's younger. He's got more potential. He's the better player right now. He's the one I'd rather have, but he's gonna be way more expensive. Could we maybe, what's Hilton's value? 1.3. That's not even worth it. Now Bazoer is out of contract, so I'm thinking like we can maybe get a sneaky deal here, but I'm not sure if we will. We can try 10, even though that's very well below his value. 10 million plus a 15% sell-on clause. 15.9. I mean, it's not bad. 14.3 plus a 15%, and they accept that. So Bazora will be double the price of Lerma. So 75 defending, 76 defending. I think Bazora is just more, he's got better technical stats and he's more athletic. I mean, honestly, I don't think we'd go wrong with any choice here, but man, Bazora just looks a bit better, but he's like not that much better. So I am a little bit undecided. My only worry with Lerma is, say we signed him, he's 29. Like, what if he never really grows above like 78, 79? Like, if that's the case, he's not going to really be good enough for our aspirations in the end. Whereas Bazora, I mean, he's already 80 rated. He could potentially grow up even more. I think Bazora is speaking more to me. I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong. I feel like I am. Let me know in the comments if I am, because I might be. But I feel like he's just the better option, better player. It's more money, but he's the better player. I feel like he's got more longevity in this team. All right, he's currently on 25.5. Let's do maybe 35,000 per week. I feel like that doesn't sound too bad. A little bit of a signing bonus. Okay, he wants 52,000 per week. That's a little bit more than I thought, but see if we can get that down to 50. And then that 450. Does he want this? He wants a little bit more. All right, 54,000 per week. It's a lot of money, but he is going to be one of our highest rated players. So we have our new CDM. It's a lot of money, but I think it's going to be worth it in the end. So Fernando to the bench. We haven't even sold anyone yet, so that kind of sucks, but hey, he looks so good as a CDM. Look at those stats. He looks absolutely amazing. Plus only 27. He had much better passing than Lerma. Like, he's got 80 short passing and 82 long passing. But I think that kind of sold me on him in the end. So of course that took a bit out of the budget, but we need to sell some players, so hopefully we can do that. Okay, for some reason it's going to take 21 weeks to make him a CDM. That just doesn't really make any sense to me. But we already saw he's a +1 at CDM already, when he's a +0 at center back. So he's more of a CDM. We're just gonna play him there. He will eventually become a CDM, but he doesn't get any like minus boost there, so we should be good with him at CDM. All right, so the only business we've been able to do is loan out players. Connor Thorpe loaned out, Illich loaned out, and also Obazanjo loaned out. So we haven't really been able to sell many players other than Powell. Literally no other players. So 14.1. I guess if the player we sign will be like in that range. That's actually how much money we have for a potential left back. So let's look at the left backs on our list. So Weindal, way too expensive. Balde might be barely good enough or cheap enough, and I mean he's got more pace, which that's what we're looking for on that left back spot. It doesn't look bad. Juan Miranda, a little bit too expensive. Brandon Williams also probably just a little bit too much expensive, too much money. Sessegnon, too expensive. Solly March, he might not be a bad shout, although he's pretty much the same as Sam Byram in terms of pace. So I feel like I'm not too big on them. And then I don't know how to say this guy's name. I'm gonna call him Liberato. You guys have been suggesting him for a while. Again, it's a little bit too expensive. And then Out Nori, way too expensive. So Alex Balde might be the only one kind of like within range. Solly March would be pretty good, but I think that pace, he's not much different than Byram, so we're gonna take him off. Like, honestly, Alex Balde might not be a bad option, especially if we're able to sell a few players. I think we would for sure be able to afford him. I don't think we're gonna make our decision on a left back in this episode, so leave in the comments left backs you think we should look at in that price range of about, I'd say max, what is Balde's value? 10 million, probably like 12 million value-ish. You think you have anyone in mind that we can look at? Leave it in the comments, because I think we'll probably make a decision on left back in the next episode. Any other positions you think too? Because I like our attack. I like all of our attackers. We got Yang, Stepanovic. We could always recall someone if we need him to. We also have Mokanu, who's pretty decent too. But I think we are in a decent spot with attackers. Midfield, I like the midfield. Bazzoa, Fernando, Aziz. We maybe could use like one more decent midfielder. I guess we can keep Carroll if it doesn't get sold. I like our center backs. I like our full backs. Basically just that left back spot, and then anything else would just be bolstering the bench even more. So you guys have any suggestions? You guys always have very good suggestions, so leave them in the comments down below if you do. So we start our Premier League season by facing Spurs away, then Manchester United. Like, hey, Premier League scheduler, thank you for the start. That's wonderful. Oh yeah, we also found this dude, Drago Bosniak. How do you say that? I don't even know. But this dude's an 18-year-old Serbian free agent left wing who's 78 rated. Now, he's a player we could potentially look at, although that seems like very OP free agents. I don't even know who this guy is. He's got to be the regent. Who is he the regent of though? If you guys know, leave it in the comments. And I mean, if he doesn't get snapped up, we can definitely think about it, because apparently he'd only want 21 to 32,000 per week. That's honestly not bad for a 78 rated winger. So something to think about. So since Hilton will be sold, Bazzoa is going to take the number 6 shirt, and he's about to get his debut against Spurs, which is usually a tough game for us. We drew with them to finish last season, I think. All right, so first game, but first there's a time for a little kit reveal. So this is our home kit for season 4. We're still with Nike, so it's still a Nike kit. I thought, you know what, this season I want to go for something a little bit different. We usually go for the full blue kit, but now we got white shorts, a little white trimming. I mean, it looks a little different. Now the away kit is very different. This is something we've not done. We have a Jordan, like purple, very dark purple, all colored Jordan kit, which I do think looks pretty nice. You know, Nike Jordan. I like PSG, got the partnership there. And a lot of you guys said, or a few of you guys in the last episode said to make the away kit purple because it has like ties that color to English royalty, which I know nothing about, but hey, it looks good. It's dark. It's got us like, you know, I think it'll help in kit clashes, although it's pretty much same color as Spurs, so not for this game. But I do think it does look pretty nice. I don't think they're my favorite. I like the away kit. The home kit's not my favorite, but hey, it looks a little bit different than what we usually have. That away kit though, that I want to see it in game, but it do look pretty nice. And honestly, we'll probably wait for this game because I feel like this one might be clashing a bit too much. So we'll debut it in this game. So we start the season with the same lineup other than Bazoer coming into the starting 11. Now, formation change. We might try some things at some point this season, but I think for now, we're going to keep it with the 4-2-3-1 wide. This is the one formation that has really worked with this team. And I feel like last season, the second half of the season, we had some very strong results against some pretty big teams. So I think we stick to what's been working, but there is a big possibility we try something else in the season at some point. But we start with this lineup, first game of the season. We are debuting our new Jordan kits, and then hopefully in the next game we will debut our new stadium, which I'm very excited for. Yeah, these away kits do look nice. I feel like the past 2 seasons our away kits have been the better kits, but I don't know, I like the home kit. I mean, maybe it'll grow on me, but this away kit does look pretty nice. So first game of the season, Kensington now in Europe in the Conference League. Spurs have some experience in that competition, so we can maybe get a few pointers from good old Conte if he's still there. Probably not. He should not be at Spurs for much longer. He looks like he hates it there. But it's first game against a team that usually does pretty well against us and is hard to break down defensively. We will see what we can do. Bazoer's debut as well in that number 6 CDM spot. Also, yeah, Longstaff gets the start over Aziz in this game. Berkey, thank you for coming out for that. Our goalkeeper kit is now blue. I thought it was red before, which I thought was kind of weird, but it's changed colors for this season. I don't know if that's like a thing or what, but I kind of like the blue better. Okay, Mina, cross in too small. That was almost good. It was almost good, but Dyer gets in the way of it. I don't really know what to expect from this season. I feel like I could see us having like a very similar season in that top 8, but our starting 11 is pretty good, so I could also see us challenging for top 4. So I honestly don't know. There's not much expectations in this team currently. Well, this looks pretty decent. We got Nico Williams. Okay, this is going to be a shot from Nelson. Maybe that was the wrong decision. Because Nelson, that was not a good shot. I got to give Yang his Premier League debut against Son. You know, both of them on the field, that's got to be something special. So I got to do that this game. Okay, Harold, stop it, Harold. Harold, stop it. You scare me in this game because that Harry Kane in FIFA could just shoot from anywhere and all of a sudden score. Like, he is OP in this game. And Longstaff to Connor Small. Get it to Cole Palmer. Slide it to, okay, Nelson was going to pass that. I thought he was going to pass it a little bit sooner because that was way offside. Okay, these kits actually do look really good in game. I can't lie. They look really good. I don't know if you can notice it. You probably will at some point, but on the back of, what is that? What is that kick right there? Are you joking with that? Can we, okay, Palmer. He can get a ball to Small. Okay, maybe can't. Longstaff, volley, Longstaff. Okay, at least that was on target. But on the neck, they have a little white trimming down the top of the middle of the back of the shirt. And there's a little bit of sky blue in the trimming, which I do think looks pretty nice. Okay, Son to Harold Kane. This defending is not as good. Son. Okay, Berkey. Beautiful there. Hey, that was not bad. We had our center back give time for the keeper to come out for that. All right, Connor Small lifted out to Mina. Gonna give it to Cole Palmer. Oh, that was almost good. He was almost in there. I hate playing Spurs in this game. They're just very hard to break down defensively with that like, what is it, a 5-2-3? But Mina, that was timed pretty well. We are gonna get a little bit of a cross in, and that's gonna almost be a shot. We almost just pushed Lloris into the goal. Hey, I like the idea of pushing Lloris into the goal. I like it. Small. Mina is getting into some good spaces, and this is a very good space. Mina, we get inside. Oh, beautiful. Mina. Don't tell me that was off Mina. If that is off Mina, I'm going to scream. It's off Mina, I think. How is a finesse shot that bad? Mina, like, what is that? What a boring first half, though. Literally, like, no chances. Barely any chances for either team. And honestly, what was that shot in the end? That might have been the worst shot I've ever seen. Oh, that should have been a good ball to Kane. That ball was way overhit. And this has been an absolute... It's been a bit of a snooze fest, not going to lie. All right, Longstaff. Too small. Let's liven this up a bit, Mina. Okay, that's actually decent. We kept it. I like that from Mina. Get it back to him. Oh, the passing is just terrible in this game. What is happening? This is just early season rust. What is happening? Oh, now Parrot. Oh, he's actually starting. And they should have just scored. Wow. We got lucky that they did not score that. Probably because it's Parrot, whatever his name is. Okay, Aziz for Longstaff, and then Yang gets his Premier League debut for Mina. Nelson to the left. Maybe a bit of freshness. Some freshness will help us in this game because, man, it has been not our best. Definitely not our best. Okay, what kind of cross is that? Whoa, oh, what a save from Berkey, and it goes off Fosu Mensah. That is how we can see the first goal of the season. Oh, it was a short corner that caught everyone off guard. Oh, and that kind of got destroyed there, but oh, that's so unfortunate. Berkey's made some good saves, but it's just off Fosu Mensah. And 73rd minute, Fosu Mensah scores the first goal of the season, but not for us. All right, last change is going to be Stepanovic for Nelson because we need something else in this game, and it's just not been great so far. Aziz, though, we got a little bit of space. Small gets it to Palmer. Get it back to Small. Just don't like the room here. That's going to be room for a shot, though. And it's a great shot. Lloris makes the save, though. All right, short corner into Stepanovic. That's a very good turn from Stepanovic. Stepanovic shot. Oh, that could have been a great equalizer, and it's going to be cleared. Is the chance over? It might not be. Yeah, it is. Oh, that was a great chance. We might get another one, though. Connor Small, finesse shot chance, and we just got tackled before we could shoot. Yeah, we literally got one more chance here. One more chance. Connor Small collides with the player. Why would they just not get out of each other's way? That's how this game's gonna end. That's our first game of the season. Are you kidding me? This is just not a game we were destined to win. This was a horrible game. Just so sloppy. It's a tough first game going away to Spurs, and we're going to lose that first game. Definitely not at our best, though, so we're going to call it early season rust. Okay, first game not great, but hey, next game is United. It's a very tough game. We get to debut the new stadium, so that is very exciting. And we're also going to try the 4-3-3 attack instead of the 4-2-3-1. And in this formation, Connor Small can actually be a center forward. So I didn't know that. That could actually work. It's pretty much the same. It's just Nelson Mina pushed more up forward with Small. So maybe it could help out with getting forward. Hopefully, we'll see. It's something a little bit different. And I think Aziz will start. Man, Longstaff looks so good in game. I just don't know why in game. I mean, his stats look good. I don't know why in game he doesn't play that well. I just feel like he's 78. We got to give him a chance to be the starter. He's much better than Aziz on paper. So you would expect him to be better in game. We'll give him another chance. If not, otherwise Aziz will go back to being the starter. But we go with the same lineup, just a formation change, and we get to debut the new stadium. You can see the new name. So the new name is Hyde Park. You guys have told me recently that it's a park next to the Kensington Palace in London. So we can say our new stadium is somewhere around there. So it's of course got the connection to Buckingham Palace, Kensington Palace, and we're about to see what our new stadium looks like. I mean, hey, this is my first time seeing it too, and oh, it is an absolute beauty. So the old stadium was a capacity of about 20,000. This one's 50,000. It's a little bit bigger, and I think it looks absolutely beautiful. And also, those are the home kits in game. They don't look too shabby, although I do think I like the previous seasons maybe a bit better, but we'll see if they grow on me a little bit. But new stadium looks amazing. So first game at the new stadium. It doesn't look too different. I mean, we could say we expanded upon the old stadium. We can try and say that. But facing United on the home stadium opener. After a very tough first game, we'll see what we can do in this one. I am expecting much, much better in this one. Okay, Longstaff gets that to Palmer. That was a great ball from Longstaff. I like to see that. And Cole Palmer, rarely, that is a rare miss pass from Cole Palmer. He doesn't usually misplace passes like that. That's kind of a shock. Once again, probably early season rust, although he has a chance to rectify it right now. Palmer in front of goal, and Cole Palmer scores the first goal at Hyde Park, the new stadium. Just completely made up for that previous mistake. So Nelson with the assist. Their defense, United's defense just kind of fell asleep there. Okay, much better start. I think maybe the 4-3-3 attack with the wingers pushed up more might help. I feel like now that we're a bit better as a team, we can afford to have like the forwards a little bit more forward, if that makes sense. Like we don't need them back defending as much as we needed them in the past. That is at least my thinking. I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's at least my thinking. So Longstaff, he had a few good passes to start the game, and now he's on a run. You know what, Longstaff, what do you got? Okay, that's just going to be like a pass back to Pogba. Great. Ronaldo's still starting for United 4 seasons in. That's pretty surprising. Good ball to Palmer. Palmer going to play it out to Byram. It's actually Byram, I think. I'm so used to saying Byram, but I'm pretty sure it's Byram. So yeah, I'm gonna have to realize that. Okay, what kind of pass was that actually? That was my fault. Yeah, I think I've been saying his name wrong this whole time. I think. Okay, Sarr. Ismaili Sarr is completely in. And Byram just plays it to Ronaldo. Oh, it's another Fosu Mensah deflected goal. Oh, it's Pogba. I think it's actually going to be credited to Pogba this time because it was on target. But again, another deflection goal. Ismaila Sarr had way too much room here. Once again, that is Sam Byram's side. Not going to say anything, not going to go too much into it, but that is Sam Byram's side. And yeah, that is Pogba's goal. That is not an own goal for Fosu Mensah. It's very unfortunate, but this game's 1-1. And once again, it kind of proves my my worry that the left back spot in terms of pace might be a problem this season, as it was a little bit last season. Oh, Bazoer has long shots. I think he does. You know what? At least we keep the ball. It's not okay, we're gonna take, they're laying off of us. I maybe should get a little bit closer. Oh, they just got a red card. Sarr just got a red card. I think Sarr took out Small. I didn't even notice that. I didn't think it was that bad of a tackle, so I just skipped it. Okay. Man United down to 10 men. We should totally win this now. We need to win this. I mean, saying it's easier than actually doing it because they got Ronaldo and Sancho and players that can score. But that is going to be a save to Berkey. All right, Mina, give it to Connor Small. Mina's making a good run. We're just struggling to find like space. Like I see a lot of passes we can make, but I just don't trust it to actually work. I'm trying to get passes that'll actually work. Like Mina. Oh, I just wanted to cut inside a little bit there. We get it back to him. Why did Longstaff go so far to the left? We're just a little bit sloppy in this episode, not going to lie. All right, Ronaldo's taking off. That's kind of interesting, but man, down to 10 men, they're still kind of dominating us with possession, which is not a good thing. And honestly, should not be happening, but I guess they are the better team on paper, so it's not too surprising. We need to get in this, though. Like, we need to win this game. Connor Small. Oh, Palmer can barely beat Wan-Bissaka. He actually does in the end, though. This looks like a pretty good chance. We're going to try a little dink to Connor Small. The volley is pretty decent, but their keeper is going to save it. Short corner into Nelson. That is going to be left from Mina. Nelson's shot is just terrible, and it's going to be like a pass to them. Yeah, we've been insanely sloppy in this episode. I don't know why. We can still change it with just, oh, that was supposed to go to Connor Small. Why would I go to Mina? It makes my stomach hurt. Oh, we just blocked that. Too bad no one is in a good spot for it. I feel like we're going to lose this game. We are not playing good enough to win this, and United, even though they're down to 10 men, they do seem like they're still in this. Oh, there's just so much space, and they're going to flip it back all the way to Pogba. I felt it. I totally felt it. Down to 10 men, and still. Man, look at that back heel from who just came on the field for Ronaldo. I don't know who did, but Pogba has 2, and we're down 2-1 to 10 men United. Bro, we just like can't stop any passes or anything. Like we just did there, and they're still gonna get through and still gonna score. Wow, where is the team from last season? Like this is not that team. Who is that even scored? Who is that? That is Cabral scored. We're 3-1 down to a 10-man team. This is not the way you want to start a season. I mean, there's a chance we can get 2 here real quick, but it's not a big chance. That dude was offside. Oh, that was supposed to go to the middle, man. Our passes aren't even going to the right players. It's just so sloppy. That was a decent shot, but not a great shot. All right, subs on the field. Corner sent in, and oh, we could have actually used that. That could have been our chance, but it goes off the crossbar, of course. In both these games, we just did not play good enough to win. That is as simple as it needs to be. Might be 4. It might be 4. How did they just skip over my tackle like that? I guess it was a good dribble, but man, definitely feels like one of the worst games we've played. Not only this season, it's the first episode season, but like the whole entire series, that feels like one of the worst games we've played in a while. So very unfortunate, but we started the Premier League season 2 games, 2 losses. In a season where we're gonna have a lot of games with the Conference League, it's not the way you wanna start. Yeah, I don't know if this 4-3-3 attack worked. We could also try like the 4-3-3 false 9. We could try this and then put Palmer there and then make him a right attacking mid. We could also try this. I don't know if it would help with spacing at all, but it's something we could try. It's definitely something we could try. Maybe we'll try it in the next episode. If you have any other suggestions about formations, leave them in the comments, because I feel like we've come a little bit too stagnant with this one, so we might look to try a different one or go back to this one, because this one has worked in the past, so I don't know. We will decide. That's 2 very, very poor games though. So next episode, we will complete the window, and we also start the Conference League, which where is the Conference League? Like, where is it at? Is it like still in like the qualifying round? Yeah, it is, which we are not a part of. So we'll get our European debut in the next episode, hopefully sign. It looks like Alex Balde is the best option currently for that left back spot, and that seems like a problem in this team with that pace of Sam Byram, where if we could afford him, although he might be too expensive now looking at him. So we'll have to see. But he looks like the only option on this list that's actually like possible with taking into account the money. And also Bosniak, should we sign this guy up? I mean, he's valued at 23 million and we'd probably be able to afford Balde plus him on the wages, I think. So you guys let me know about that in the comments. We will see you in the next episode. If you have any other suggestions, leave them in the comments as well. Yeah, very, very tough start, but it was Spurs United. I mean, they're teams that are better than us. So it was a tough start to begin with the scheduling. It's going to be an interesting season though. With the Conference League, it's going to be very interesting. And with our push to try and get into the top 4, although that seems like it's going to be very, very tough. We will see though. So drop a like, see if we can hit this video with 1,000 likes as usual for the start of a new season. That will let me know, of course, you guys want to continue seeing this series on the channel. So drop a like, hit the sub button down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you have a great day.